continue also with module 2. So if you remember the last session, we talked about how to create virtual machines. So here the first part is Azure architectural component. We have already done with first session. The second and third one about compute and networking. So today we will talk about the storage. So here we start with virtual machine resource. So the last week. Today we talk about storage account. So and the next week maybe you talk about virtual networks and app service. Okay. We start with the storage. Okay. So in Azure we have many type of storage. So we will compare the different type of the storage account or storage services. What is the storage tiers also? Many kind of storage. What is the redundancy options? Also, we identify how the tools or the method how to copy or download or moving the data between on-premises, for example, infrastructure to the cloud and vice versa. Okay. Okay. So the first condition for storage account, it should be must have globally unique name. That's mean because it used URL to access this account, so need unique name. So when you start to create new one, so Azure, he told you it's this name exists or not. So that's first condition. The storage account also is it's accessible from the internet. So we will see how to secure this access with SSH key or with TLS, different TLS version over the internet. Also, we see the service and the redundancy option used for storage account. Mhm. Okay. Here, the redundancy option for storage account or storage redundancy, simply like that. So we have four type. So LRS and ZRS and GRS and ZRS. So the first one is locally redundant storage. Is like the name is a single data center in primary region. So in this case, when we create your storage account, it's in single data center in the same region. So the redundancy still locally is not with different region. The durability it's in the 11.9. What's mean 11.9 is the data how the period and how keep uh, available on the time. So we talk here about years. So 11.9 that means the percentage 99.9999 till 11.9. That's mean what they mean. As a percentage, the durability for the data. The second one, it's zone redundant storage. It's three availability zone in the primary region. That's mean in the same region, but different the data center. So with this durability is with 12 nines. So it's more available like the first one because we have three copy and three different data center, but not region in the same region. The third one, geo redundant storage. So it's a single data center, but it's replicated with another region. So that, for example, it's first one is West Europe. The second one, for example, let's say South France or Central France. Mhm. With the durability 16.9. So just I will show you the example for 16.9. So the last one, it's mixed between geo and zone redundant. That's what name geo zone redundant storage. So it's three availability zone in primary region and two region. So three copy replicated another three copy to second region. That's what mean geo zone with also 16 nines. So just 1 minute, I show you what's mean exactly. Mm. It's clear the idea or not yet for who heard about the first time.
For me, it's the first time, Ayub. But
Uh,
999, sorry, I didn't get it.
mm,
What do you mean about 999?
okay,
11.9,
okay.
12.9. Sorry about
Mm,
that, but
yeah, yes, yes. I looking the page. You can see my browser, not PowerPoint.
now I can see I can see it. Not yet. It
Yeah.
disappeared.
So
Now I
just
see the
PowerPoint.
PPT.
The PowerPoint only, right? Storage.
Yes.
Okay, so not yet. Yeah. Yes, found it. Okay.
I think it mean a term of SLA, no?
It's like that, but here we talk about durability, but it's the same notion. Yes, the same. Okay. Here, yeah. So it's visible now.
Yes,
Locally
yes.
relevant storage.
Okay,
Uh,
99.9% durability. Ah, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
LRS
mean.
provide at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. So yes, so because we don't have yet any provider don't give 100%, so they calculate this value always with the number of 9. So
Okay.
how, of course, when the number is increased, that's mean more efficiency. That's mean. So now it's 16. 9 is almost or
Always,
very
always.
near to 100 or 1% or 100%. That's
Okay.
what I mean.
Okay.
But like I said, Najah is another thing also for SLA also is calculated like that. It's available or SLA the percentage of SLA like that. But here we talk about storage account just specific for to storage account. Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Thank you, Ayub. Now it's clear for me. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you can add it on the PPT. I don't know, like
Oh yes. Okay.
durability
Oh, yeah.
or
Okay. Okay.
11.9. You can make
Yeah.
like 9.99. Maybe I don't know. It is
Yes.
exception.
Yes, you are raising. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, so after that, so just we will see the type of search account, and we will see directly with the portal like the previous week. So I'm sorry for the delay because I before I have two screens, now I have one, so I switch every time to share the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, here, yeah. When we create storage account, so inside this storage account, we have many kind of storage. The first one is blob storage. It's very used. This kind of storage, so it's optimized to storing massive amount of unstructured data, such text or binary data. Also, the blob storage is like just simply disk, like hard disk, external disk. You can store on it any type of the data. So music, video, images, anything. So that's what's mean structured data. The second one, it's Azure disk. So simply it's for the virtual machine. If you remember the last session when we create a VM and we want to add a disk, this type of disk. So it's as a disk, provide disk to virtual machine, applications, and other services to access and use. So simply a virtual disk for the virtual machine. We have also Azure Queue. It's about message storage queue. So service is so it's not much used just for application. Some application use the communication between them. So this kind of storage account is specific for a specific application, not used for. It's not native solution like Blob or disk. It's just communication between application. I'm not sure, but maybe we can see. We will see an example for that. The famous also Azure Files. The Azure Files, it's like a shared folder. You can use it like FTP or SFTP or just simply use SMB from Windows, the protocol service message block SMB. You can create new Azure file and you can share it with another colleague, another team. So it's like file share, simply like that. Also, the second one, not second one, sorry, the last one is Azure Tables. It's is not like database, but almost the same notion of database. So we can store some data with the structure for no relational data storage. So we can create schema. Also, like Azure Queue or table is for a specific application. It's not used much or native like Blob or disks. So we will see this one when we create the new storage account. Okay. Storage service public endpoint. So in the introduction, I told you we need to choose unique name for the storage account. So this is how showing the format of the link or for the URL. So for blob storage, all for storage and all worldwide is finished by blob core windows.net. So you need to choose unique name for the first part. So it's depend the naming convention for the company. So it's at your choice. So second one is data lake storage Gen 2. It's like blob storage, but this kind or this type it's dedicated to big data or some for I think maybe Mukhtar, you told me you are BI consultant. Maybe you can use this kind of.
Yes, Ayub, you are right. We are using it like for Microsoft Fabric. I don't know if you know Microsoft
Yeah.
Fabric or Power
Yes.
BI.
Yes.
We use it. We use this database to store data and then doing dashboards and all of this stuff. Yes, you are right, Ayub. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you for confirming. Okay. So and the rest is still the same format. So just the first part you need to choose it. So this one it's file, queue, table. So this about the storage public endpoint. So yes, here also Azure Storage access tiers. So as you know, I think for storage it's cost an amount about billing for Azure is separately to the virtual machine. So when you create a storage account, even is not used, it's cost. So that is the difference between the virtual machine, for example, and any other service of compute. Because in virtual machine, if it is shut down, so it's free. So nothing to pay because it is shut down. Nothing the compute or CPU, the RAM not working. But in storage account, even you buy 100 gigabyte, for example, and not use it, so you buy 100 GB anyway, because the storage account is already allocated for you. So that's why when the company or anyone want to create the storage account, he need to do some analysis and why he use it and for exactly what application and how long use it. So that's why Microsoft also propose access tiers. That's help the Azure administrator or the developer or anyone use the cloud to choose what access need. So we have the hot, like his name, it's very, very hot. That's mean the kind or the type for the or storage account. It's used every day and maybe every minute. So this type storing is optimized for accessed frequently. That's mean hot. So of course it's cost much because it's used every day. The cool, the second one. Cool, it's between the hot and cold, so it used not every day, but it's used. Let's say 2 or 3 times per week. You want to access some file, some data. So and also I store it for at least 30 days. So that's why cool. So after that you can automate that. After 30 days you can delete it automatically. So it's your choice also. So now we talk about cold. Cold is rarely used. So maybe at least 90 days. So you need this data, but not every day and not every week. So sometimes someone ask you to looking some file, specific file, the last month or the last 2 months. So it's happened to every time, especially with the finance, contability, etc. So this type it's less than other. So the last one is like his name also is archive. So it's about storing data or backup. So here we store the backup, and maybe we will use it or not, but we need to keep in the case in some for any case. It's like backup or disaster recovery or archiving old that data. This kind, like he said, for example, is for at least 180 days, but it's possible for more. So I remember one company keep the data for 2 or 3 years. So archive it in the data center in the cloud. So always is depend the strategy of the company how want to store the data for many long time or just a long term. Okay, so let's now move to create the storage account. So the exercise I will show you like always the first time, and you will try to create yourself. So we will create storage account, and after that we create blob container like example, and we upload and access a blob. You can upload anything, text or image or anything. So let's start. Let's 1 minute to stop the sharing. Okay, now you can see my portal, Azure portal or not?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Okay. Before moving to create search account, if any question about virtual machine or if you try to create new one or delete it or anything.
No, I'm using the one that I created last week, and I will start it now. Not on my site.
Okay, so okay, we will keep the VM like that because we have another exercise. We have in the future other exercise to use it with the VM. But for today, just no need to VM.
Use it.
Just
Okay.
yeah, no need.
Okay. Thank you.
Just okay. That's search account. So here, uh, always two methods to looking for search account. So just simply to type here storage account. So I already create one, or we can here create resource simply like that, or here. So many way to create the resource here. If I create here many resource, so just I see all service here. So storage account. So the same. Just I will show you all the possibility to create. So here is search account from Microsoft. From here, the other options is about other services or third-party solution. So here So create new one. Okay, always we use training subscription. So, and the resource group is already created before the last week. So everyone choose his resource group. The name, like I said, you don't forget that it should be unique name and also without capital letter and without space, of course. So, for example, of course, always ST like storage. You can choose any type of name. So, for example, here better Tunisia. So I don't know. Oh, okay, not used. ST test better Tunisia. Okay. So or simply better Tunisia. Okay, that's good. Always I use West Europe like region. Here also about performance, so standard or premium. Here it's like the disk SSD or HDD, no, simple HDD. So it's about the IOPS, the out and input of disk. So some application need more input and output. So that's what's mean standard or premium. So for testing, always we choose the first one and the cheapest one. Here about redundancy, we talk about it right now. It's about LRS, GRS, ZRS. I explain again what I mean. The first one locally, LRS, that's mean the copy of disk just in local data center in the same region. So and the same data center. The second one, Geo, it's in the same region but different data center. If you remember the first lesson about availability set and availability zone, it's the same principle. But for availability set zone, it's for all VM, not for storage account only. Here for something secure or for critical application, you can create availability zone for the VM, and at the same time you create storage account with geo redundant storage, for example, for more security and more replication, or for the BCP, so the business continuity process. So we use the first one, like testing, for example. So next, always you can stop me anytime, no problem if we have any question. Okay, the next configuration about security here, for example, require transfer for REST APIs. If you need the storage account used by application or external application, you can choose here your options. All these details, it's shown in the course for AZ Azure Administrator. So no need to enter in details, but I can explain quickly for that. Here about the TLS version, because it is accessible via internet. So we need to choose the TLS version here. So the minimum one, well, and 0.3 is new. I prefer to always and 0.2. It's supported by many application. Here, implement scope for copy cooperation. Here also, yeah. Here you can choose how the search account yeah, accessible from only internet or from Microsoft Intra. That's mean internal Azure and other users, or use private endpoint. The private endpoint and virtual network, we will see it in the part of virtual network. How to create network, how to create private endpoint. Okay, we will keep the rest of option like that here. Here you can, if you can see this options, you can use this search account like SFTP. So SFTP, it is a secure version of FTP. Is not working here because I choose the premium standard one, not premium, so it's not accessible by that. Here, if you remember the last part, we talked about hot and cool and cold and archive. We don't have the other option, like I said, because we use the first tier or first type. It is standard. So here, hot or cool. So keep it hot. After that, you can delete it. here automatically we use Azure file. You see it included already. Okay, next here about networking. We enable first one from all networks. That's mean I can access the storage account from the internet or from internal or from Azure itself or from on-premises infrastructure from any network. It's open like that. Or I can choose IP, specific IP here if I have or virtual network. So you don't have now configured yet. Here you can see here also you can add your client IP from here. It's for the security reason. Or we disable the access from any public access and we create private endpoint. We will see this in the virtual network. So private endpoint is like a network created specific for this access. So and we block any other access. So right now for testing, just keep it like that. Public access from any network, from all networks. Okay. The last one about routing preference. So Microsoft Network routing, that's mean we use the routing from Azure and Microsoft backbone. Internet routing is need another routing if you use another operator or another configuration outside Microsoft. Okay, that's next. Data protection. So here other options. The data protection here about the recovery. If something happen in data storage or affected by malware or virus or anyone delayed by mistake, so we can retain the data for here for 7 days, or I can choose any other value. So it's about backup and retention and recovery. So I keep all by default. And next. Also about security here, encryption type, so keep it by default. So about security is for the course of security. It's for AZ-900. Enable blob and file only. I can choose all service type blob. So here I choose the second one to show you how to use it. Enable support for managed key. Yeah. Next. Here, if you remember the tags, we already the last week created it up, so still the same. The application, for example, finance or HR. Let's say the environment, it's dev or lab or anything or training. So the owner, anyone. So Mukhtar, for example, yeah, it's good. Yeah, Mukhtar Sarah Yasin. Okay, and next, so some review here. You can check before creating if you're missing something or forgot something. Is if all it's okay, you create it. So just some. It's less than 1 minute, 2 minutes maximum. Okay, your deployment is complete. So that's okay. So go to resource directly from here, or just you come back to home and you go to search account, or you found it here. So just search account. You found two here. So yeah. So it's good. Mukhtar already create a new one. So here's our storage account. So inside storage account, you found the different type. Here you go to sorry, go data storage, and you can find here the four type of container or for type of storage. We have containers, file share, queues, and tables. Mhm. Okay. Okay, you can. I propose you can start to create and still with you if you need any help. So Mukhtar already done. So for Mukhtar, you can discover and explore some different options here. For example,
Okay.
uh, uh, you can find anything talked about here. For example, default access it's hot, anonymous disable some options here. So you can
If I
discover out.
want to modify, you have to
Uh,
click and then it will be modified directly. Here, like for hot, if I'll move to
uh,
cool.
yes, I think not all options can modified here. For
Okay.
example, I remember for cool you can. I think yes here. Yeah,
Okay,
you
we
can
can.
find
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. hmm
Okay, I will take a look and ask if I have question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ayub.
Okay. Okay. No problem. And for the rest, it's okay for you. Okay. I see Safwa, Hisham. It's okay.
So Ayub, if I can share, for example, for the file storage, I create a file storage
Okay.
and I uploaded an image. And when I
hmm
see, when I go to the, yeah, this one, file shares,
Okay. Yes.
and if you can, I create a file storage, file shares, and then I published an image there, if you can see it. Yes, you can see the URL.
Yeah. Yeah. hmm
And then when I click on the URL, it doesn't display the image, but it display an XML error.
Oh
This XML
yes.
file does not appear.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one.
Yes, it's about yeah. You need to give access this one because by default is not allowed for everyone. Maybe even if you choose public. So I will show you
Mm-hmm.
how to do that. Yeah, yeah. It's a good question. Yeah, about security. I will show you how to allow this access.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just start. Uh, let's wait about 2 minutes for the other to finish, and I will
Okay, no
show you the
worries.
rest. Mhm.
Yes, no. So I have another question, Ayub. So from here, when you create a storage here, we
Yeah.
can call it from Windows. Like add it on like when you have where C drive, D drive, F
Ah,
drive,
yes.
we can after
Mhm.
we create it here, we can call it from Windows directly. It's like remote
Yeah,
desktop.
exactly. Yes, right. That it's possible to do that.
Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
okay.
Yes, it's used also if someone want to keep the data in the cloud for security reason, not in local. So we create file share and use it in Windows, but really it's synchronized with the cloud. So
Hmm.
that's why I used
So
for.
okay, because here in our enterprise we see shared drive, but behind the scene maybe it's Azure or maybe another solution. So behind
Uh,
the scene is like you are managing, administrators are managing like this. In the real
yes,
life, I mean, Ayub.
yes, right. It's used, yeah, yeah. But maybe almost the company used behind this storage. It's maybe OneDrive from Microsoft.
OneDrive much. Okay,
Yes, yeah.
not Azure.
So
Okay.
yeah. But by the way, in this case, OneDrive it is SaaS now, but this one it's not SaaS because it's you create the account and configure it. Mhm. Okay, and meanwhile, I prepared an example to how to allow the file accessible from the internet. Just 1 minute. So, yes, here. Okay. About the access here, Mukhtar told me file share, I think. Oh, no, it's not this file share is not the same
Yes,
with
this
blob,
one.
but not for.
File share, yes.
Mhm, mhm.
Ah, oh, I
But the
don't
same.
understand. Here I want to try like data storage
Oh,
with
yeah.
type containers, file,
Mm,
queue, and tables. However, if you can show me blobs as well, I'm interested
okay.
how to upload a file and
Uh,
all of that.
no problem. Okay. So the file share is it's about your question. So it's used
Mm-hmm.
like you want to share the shared folder with another colleague, or use it
Okay.
in Windows. So you create your storage account here or Windows. No, your document storage stored in the cloud instead in the local.
Okay.
But for Blob, it's used many other ways. It's not only for the data, but it's for entire storage. I'm looking for an example. The blob, first of all, is contain all the data, so video, images, but for file share, it's use the protocol SMB or FTP or SFTP. It's like you said, it's about calling or from another anything. But for blob, it's URL for you and use it directly from the internet, not exactly like the file storage. Here, for example, so I will show you the blob, and we will see your
Okay.
example for file share. No problem. It's
Okay.
good to see many example. Yeah. The first one is very used is container. Here, for example, so it's empty now. Let's say, for example, container one.
So here container is to store many type like applications, files, that's why, and then it will be deployed on other parts. This is what
Yes,
I mean
yeah,
by container.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So, but normally you don't see the container, just you see the content of container. So here, for example, inside, uh, visually is like file share because you create a folder. and you upload the image or text or anything, but the use is not the same. We will see some example for that. So here you can see private here. I think it's not accessible. So let upload. For example, let's say image. So I prepare this one. For example, image 01. Advanced. Yeah, you can choose also even inside the storage or container. You can choose the tiers and the size. Sorry. Let's keep it hot. Not use key. Okay, upload. I think here I will receive the error like you, just yeah, because it's still private. Okay, you receive this one, right? Like that?
Yes, Ayub. Same
Okay.
XML error. Yes.
Yes, XML error, yeah. So it's normal because public access not permitted. Permitted, okay. In this case, I think you will go in the container itself or the, yeah, container. Here you can see here change access level.
Access level. Okay, let's go.
Okay, normally his is private. So it's private, so it's normal,
Yes.
no access from the public. But also we have another issue here. It's I can't change. Why I can change? Because here he told me anonymous access to this container is being blocked because anonymous access is disabled on the storage account. So we will do what he say. So that's something like that. So we go to storage account. He told me anonymous about anonymous. So working. Here,
So
yeah,
let's
I
go
think
to configuration. Okay.
that's configuration. Here, transfer secure required enable anonymous. Yes, here, yeah, allow blob anonymous access disabled. So here we change enabled. So and save.
Okay, configuration. And you say allow blob anonymous access enabled. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And when I click it
Y-
on enable, like other stuff, they change to enable as well. Allow storage account.
yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget to save it. Yeah.
Save.
Okay, and go back now to container.
Okay, let's
Let's
go
see.
back to container. Home.
So
SK.
change access level. Yeah, now it's opened if you can see.
Containers.
And container or blob anything, so no problem. So
Include.
you can
Okay.
choose is accessible from this container only or for all blob, if you understand me. So here I'm inside the container. I can give access only for this container.
Mm-hmm.
But not all blobs. That's mean if I have another container too here, you can't access. So I have the choice to choose if I give all access to all blob storage or only container. So let's first start with container. So all blob container anonymous. Okay, and go back to the URL. It's still here. So it's the same URL.
Did.
So
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh, now I can
okay,
see the image. Yes.
okay, good.
Thank you.
You done it with blob, not file share, right? Because I think the file share it's another way, or use
Yeah,
it.
no, with container. Now I use it with.
Container.
I
Okay.
created a container and uploaded the image on the container, and then opened the
Oh, okay.
the image from the container. I got
Okay.
the URL from the container.
Okay.
However, let's go to the file share and test if
Okay.
you want.
Okay. So and the other team, it's okay for you.
Just Ayub would like if you can repeat the steps how to allow
Yes, yes, of course.
permission.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Okay. I start with your account. Well, without any touching, just I show you without touching anything. So this one, yeah, Hisham, right? Okay. You will go to configuration. You found it. That's I close all this one here. Settings and configurations. Configuration. You enable allow blob anonymous access. You should enable it. And after that, you go back to your container and access level. Change access level. I will show you. It's okay. كمل معاك.
اوكي اوكي ايوب ثانك يو.
Okay, yeah. Before it is, I think, yeah. Here it is private, so need to change the anonymous access to enable it or public.
And for the file storage, I can't find the same configuration. File share. I always do the
Yes,
same.
yeah, yes, what I want to told you. So about file share, always I back to your question. You told me about Windows. You want to use it like Windows and your laptop. So in this case, I will show you. So in this case, for file share, need some configuration. It's not like that. You know about Active Directory. I think you know anyone you know it.
Yes, I know.
So okay, so because this file storage, so something it's critical to share the data like that, even with secure URL. So here, if you can see in your file storage or file share, you don't need basic access. You can see it.
Yes, I can see.
So okay, it's not configured, and if click and not configured here, it propose to Active Directory or Intra. So Microsoft Intra domain, it is Active Directory, but in Azure. If you know the name changed, and Intra Kerberos. So every 3 ways need to be configured. So
Okay.
but no problem, Mukhtar. If you want, I explain to you the next time how to configure that because it take much time.
Okay, no worries, Ayub. Thank you.
For you and for all team, for example, for of course, because here just I don't have real Active Directory or Intra. Just I will prepare mini lab for that, and you will create. Even you can test with your laptop if you want. So you can create for storage and use it in your laptop, and you see how it's work.
Okay, thank you, Ayub. No
So
worries.
no,
It's just for testing. No worries. There is no
okay,
emergency
okay,
on that. Thank you.
okay, no problem. I will keep it on my mind. No problem. Mhm. Okay, it's okay, Hisham. You able container.
نجح نجح مش هشام.
سامحني يا نجم.
لقبضك.
سامحني. مم. مم. خاطر انا نشوف في ستورج اكونت انا ظهرت لك هنا هشام. شو مشكلة.
So, Ayub,
لقب
OneDrive is another part of Azure, or of Microsoft. Azure is another part. So, OneDrive is like a tool, or not an application, and Azure for storage is another one.
Okay, so OneDrive it is full SaaS, so it's another tools, another product.
Okay.
Nothing related to Azure. So
To Azure. Okay.
yeah, you talk
Just for
about
me to
file share.
understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'm talking about file share.
Yeah. File share, you need to configure it and create it, and you create some configuration specific. But if you want to buy 1 TB for OneDrive, just
Mm-hmm.
go to Microsoft 365 and you buy it. You receive that's not
One.
just not link, just you can install it in your laptop and you can create it in your your computer like that, simply like that.
Okay, because that's why it's SaaS. Like you don't manage anything. You buy it and that's it and use it.
Exactly, yeah. Nothing to do,
Okay.
yeah. It's managed by
Okay.
Microsoft, data, backup, anything, recovery is done by Microsoft, yeah,
Okay.
full SaaS.
Okay. Understood now.
For OneDrive, it's same like Google Drive, so same. But OneDrive, why it's best for me? Just it's my opinion, my personal opinion. OneDrive is used shared with all Office package like Excel, Word, and
Yeah, because in the
uh,
package, Microsoft package. Okay.
package, yeah, exactly, yeah. So it's simply to so when you work in your computer in Windows, anything is synchronized automatically to OneDrive and keep a copy in the cloud. That's what I like it. I use also Google Drive, but it's not the same. Some option is different. Mhm.
Okay. So
Uh,
OneDrive is better than Google
no,
Drive
yeah.
on your Mac. Okay.
So,
Your opinion.
my opinion, yes. No, maybe for someone else is not better. Maybe.
No, no, but
uh,
because your opinion counts for me because you have much more experience
uh,
on that.
yes.
Thank
So
you.
even yes, even I think here, for example, Teams. So for me now, Teams, I have license for Teams. It's not free Teams. So even anyone want to share any file in Teams, I can
It
store
will be
it in
stored on
OneDrive.
OneDrive.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
I have seen that. I have seen that. Yeah.
I record the session now, for example. Also, it's stored storage in OneDrive or SharePoint. So even SharePoint is used OneDrive. You know what I mean? So all
Yeah, I
the
know.
product is work together and centralized also.
Yes, I think as when you create teams on Teams, like a
Mhm.
team on Teams, behind is SharePoint. Because when I
Uh,
create a team and then go to the with the link to the team without going through we
mhm,
gone through without going through Teams, like it's SharePoint behind the scene as well. But
mhm.
it's a parenthesis.
So not like that exactly. You talk about the storage, right?
Yes, I talk about the storage, like and SharePoint, and then once you go to SharePoint, and behind SharePoint is OneDrive. This is what I
Exactly.
mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. Exactly. That's exactly like that. Yeah. Mhm, mhm.
okay, thank you. All
Okay. No problem.
all good
Okay.
for me.
Okay. So here about the image, it's okay. Let's go to the next step. Uh, okay. So about storage account, always we have like I said, so many other details. So sorry, I don't found the word. um, جوست بون باش نعطيكم جوست ما نحبش ندخل في الديتاي خاطر نسحقوا لهم في الاي زد 104 دونك ما نحبش نحرق المراحل فهمتني دونك نشوفهم بعد خير اون ديتاي just because in AZ-900 just you need to know the type of storage account, the different tiers, what the difference between LRS and GRS, like that. So no need to enter in details. But even if we finish this course for all AZ, we can I can do some resume for all, and we can make for every type an example for that. Mhm. Okay, what else for that? Yes, I will show you here, for example, the storage browser. It's a new option from Azure. Uh, uh, the question for Mukhtar also, I always I go back to your example. If you want to explore your file directly from Azure, so you have here the interface. globe storage account. So it's like sample storage, sorry, sample interface to englobe all your data. Uh, Instead, you go here like that every time container only and separately file share. So here with the browser, you can see all in one same place. So, or if you don't have access to portal or you want to use software, it exists Azure Storage Explorer. I think I installed it here. Okay, you can see here it's called Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer. Just 1 minute, please.
Meanwhile, I have another question, Ayub. If I
Doesn't
create
serve.
go and if I go and create table, how can I access to that table?
Okay, you already created or not?
I already created table, yes, without no column for the moment.
Yes, but the table, if you know the database, I think it's the same principle of database. So it's not. I think
It's
it's not
like SQL
visible.
Server or
Yeah. So here, honestly, I'm not sure exactly, but I think it's used from application. It's not visible like you directly because here, I think you create one
I create
access
an
to.
empty table, but I tried to create a column or something like that, and there is no. I can do
Ah,
nothing.
mhm.
Partition
Okay.
key, row key, and then enter identifier values. Let's say 1.
Mhm.
Enter identifier values 1. Add properties. Okay, okay, and then I will do, for example, test string, enter value ABC, and then add, and okay, and insert. Okay, I created table with partition key, row key, timestamp with a column called test. Now, imagine I want to connect to that table.
URL, I don't see it.
If you refresh, I just created.
Ah, okay. Sometime the refresh here not working, so it's good to refresh all the page.
Okay. You don't have access.
But you have no?
I can see that, yes, I can
Mm,
see the row I created.
okay, so good. So you create someone secure. Good.
Okay,
Yeah.
just to test. Okay.
For me, just I trying to download Microsoft. I don't use it since many times.
Okay, so just I will show you if you want to try on your site. I don't know because it's called the my Azure storage store, right? Yeah. Yes, it's look like that. So you can explore or you all your account from one place, and you can delete it also. I installed it, but I don't know why it's not working. You know, when you test, yeah,
It's a demo.
yeah,
But when I install it, but when I try to connect, it go directly to localhost 58441. I don't know why it's.
I don't ask you the credential given to you.
He asked me sign in, and then
I mean,
like
yeah,
which Azure environment will you use to sign in? I selected Azure, and then okay.
I choose the subscription. You can see this is subscription, I think. Yeah.
Subscription, yes, I will choose subscription, but it's slow. Azure next. No, I don't know. It's loading. He go to localhost directly, Ayub. I don't know, but he go to localhost 58540. He go to an URL. I don't know.
Okay, I will see my site.
No, I can see it. I can see it now. See, I can see it. I can see Ayub Kuzbati Pro Home subscription, training subscription, and then I can see the account, and then open Explorer. Hey, yeah, okay, I can see it, Ayub now.
Okay, and your
But
storage
it's
account.
a bit slow. Yeah, I can see everything
So,
we see on the. Wait, let me share my screen. I will show you just quickly if you want. Here. Oh no, it's the other one. That one. This one. Yeah, this one. I installed Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer, and then here I can see like mine. And then here I have what I have created like blob container, the table. Yeah, that's one. And then this is the table that I created. Okay. And here I can query the data, import, export. Wow, much better. Okay. Okay, I see. But it's a bit slow, but okay, I see. I see.
Okay, okay, Mukhtar, so can you please give me forever and share your screen because the other team not see it, and for me I don't know
Okay.
why it's
I
frozen
will.
like that.
Okay. I will. Reshare. I reshare or you reshare? Sorry, I didn't understand.
Can you please share your screen because it's
I
short
will
for
share.
you.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry. I was talking on the. Okay.
mm,
Can you see my screen now?
it's okay, yeah.
Okay, now I can see here everything. I will let you explain, Ayub. I'm not, you are the expert, so I just connected.
That's it, yeah. So that's why I told you about the tables. I'm not sure because I'm not developer or anything. So yeah. So
No, I can see. No, I
uh,
can see how we can use it, like queries, and I will explore it later.
okay. So yeah.
No,
So
it's much better.
yeah. So here the reason is you can see any kind or any type of the storage. So the disk, container or table. Yeah, that's what is better. Yeah. So for who use every day the storage. So instead you go to portal, etc.
Okay, so now just to try something, if I can open something or not. You will open it on the net or? Okay. Much better.
Oh.
It's easier, you see. You are the best, Ayub. You see, I prepared the image for you.
Thank you. No. We are all the best. Thank you.
Okay, so even like if you start something, you will find it directly and it will open. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
I
Well, thank you for
learned
you
something
also, yeah.
new.
Well, thank you for you for this example, yeah. I tested
I give you
yesterday
the
looking
share.
for a yeah. But, maybe because I open many things, I trying to with Control Alt not working. Also Control Alt delete. Yeah. Well, at least you helped me. You saved me to do this exam. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ayub.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Safwa. I'm very, very sorry. Now I see your message on WhatsApp because the phone is not near me. I'm sorry. Bon, ناجح. Bon, I help you. Thank you, ناجح. So,
On the real life, you use this one, Ayub.
before, yeah, I used before, but now because so I'm cloud engineer, I don't use the storage, so now I do not need it. So just for me, I create a storage account for the people, so no need to access to it directly. So no.
Okay.
Mm. What I mean, I don't explore the data, so I don't work with data directly. So for me, always I prepare the infrastructure. So I create VM, a storage account, other resources, but inside the storage account or VM, I don't need it. So. Yeah, just moment. Okay, just I will share again. Okay, so here about storage account, have you any questions before I move on? Okay, okay, let's continue. Okay, uh, okay, regarding the storage or the same context, we talk about also, we will talk about Azure Migrate. So it's good tool for who want to migrate the infrastructure to Azure. So it is a native solution from Microsoft and Azure. So if you have many VM or you want to migrate your VMs or application to Azure, it's there many method to do that. For example, just looking at an example, a real example. Yeah, just I will show you. Yes, walls. Yeah. You can migrate all your VM from VMware, for example, to the Azure directly. So you need to install an appliance to your VMware infrastructure, and you put your subscription and all the parameters for Azure, and just simply you can migrate your application directly to Azure. So it's not complicated and also is not very simple. For example, I will give you one example. Example called lift and shift. I don't know if you heard about it or not. So the lift and shift is simply like copy, cut, paste, like to take the VM from here and put it in the Azure. Like there's like copy paste also, yeah. يعني بدي ارجع تلغي VM منها تحطها من هنا دي تسمى lift and shift with all the configuration and all the database on all the, the network or security policy. Of course, you need to adapt some configuration in Azure, but all the application is migrated directly to Azure. So the most of company not use it much because it take much time to configure and also not secure. But why it's used still use it? Because some company still use it old application or old database or anything. So and this the maintenance of the application is complicated or difficult, and they want to use it in the cloud. So the good solution for that is lift and shift. So we take the VM from VMware or even it's physical, and you put it in the Azure. That's why you use it. But we have another option. He called rehost or rebuild. So this course it's seen. We will see the course in the AZ-305 Azure Architect, how to architect the migration, etc. The rebuild, like his name. So we rebuild the other application. That's mean no need to take the old VM to the Azure. No, but we create a new one in the Azure, and you try to migrate the application inside in the old VM, and we rebuild other database, other configuration. Just we remove or we migrate the data. So it's like create new application. It's another kind of migration. So I will show you, for example, here. You still see my portal, right? Azure portal.
Yes.
So here we search Azure Migrate. So I see something new here. Migrate your Hyper-V VM to Azure Stack. Azure Migrate. Okay, SQL database. Yeah, I think he proposed to you what you want to migrate. So it's a good thing. So web app or virtual desktop, Azure file. So you can move it. Yeah. Here server or database. Yeah, you can create project database only. So we have many choice to migrate. So Microsoft Azure is facilitate many things to do that. Yeah. Imagine it's not simple to migrate old infrastructure working like that many years to the cloud. So for me, I remember one client the last year. The project is for 1 year to migrate and not all the application, just let's say 90% of the company migrate to Azure. So we need at least 3 months to do some analysis, and you need to talk to all the IT team, the business, all the employee. So because it is not about migrating the technical migrate, it's about changing anything, even the culture of the employee, how it's worked before and how we become working in the cloud. So take at least 3 months to prepare the migration, preparing plan, how the application is working before, and how many user access to the application. So all that it's need good analysis. Also the cost. If I migrate the 100 VM to the cloud, how much for every month. So all this parameter is about Azure architecture. So we will see this on this course and Azure AZ-305.
It will be the job of Azure architect.
Yes, it's job separately. Yeah, the Azure architect.
305.
Yeah. Sorry,
305. 305. AZ
305.
305.
Yeah, it's architecture. Yeah, 305. Yeah. So yeah, it's different, not completely different, but another job, like we said, is not like Azure administrator because about architecting and designing, so still much time. So, but just for your information, I passed Azure administrator and Azure architect. The Azure
I think
administrator is
Ayub,
very
I think
very hard, like architect. Sorry, yeah.
Ayub, I think the job of Azure architect it will be the advisor for a customer to how to choose this solution or the other solution, like something like this.
This exactly like that. Exactly like that. Yeah. Mhm. It's about, yes, like I said, analysis the need of the client. Yes, exactly. So not also apply what Microsoft tell you, because if you go to something called CAF, it is Cloud Adoption Framework. So it is tools or framework from Microsoft help you to architect and design the solution. But in the real world, it's not like that. I see that in my previous job. Because you, like you said, you need to know exactly the need for the client, and every each client different from other. So that's why I told you it's take time to understand the need for the company, because after that it's you responsible if missing something or something wrong. So take your time to understand the client, and after that you can architect and design what you see it's better for that. And what complicate also, it's not only the technical, like I said, not how to create VM or how to search. It's not like that. Uh, that it's sample. But why use, for example, blob and not container and not file share, for example? And why use cold or cool, not hot? So some details is make difference after that, because we talk about that is cost management. Your question, Najah, is good also. You talk about architect. I see company before someone is responsible, not architect and not administrator. It's only cost management. Imagine, يعني cost management for one person يعني. يعني
Like in
يخدموا كل.
Tunisia, like in Tunisia.
Yeah. So uh, yes, every month need to calculate كان زادت 500 اورو ولا 1000 اورو pourquoi. نقولوا هما فرنسيس واي، علاش لازم يفسر علاش كوست زاد، وكانش قبل ما زاد لازم يقول معناها I show you before I think the cost management how it's appear. Also for you, Mukhtar, also you can use Power BI. So I know one, he work in for cost management. So he create dashboard with Power BI. So we receive every month good dashboard to say how much cost VM, how much VM, how much storage account, how much networking. So here you go to training subscription and just cost management here. You can see here cost analysis. Yeah. Also, you can prepare alert for cost, for example. If you afraid to something increase or depass the quota, you create an alert. Yeah, if you can see here the forecast. خلصوني في الآخر. أنيس سالك 25، صفوة 9، ناجح 6، مختار 2، مش برشا مختار. ياسين 2. If you can see here, yeah, it's by resource group. You can choose what you want, by resource group or by location or by service. So if you can see here, just today we create storage. Imagine we don't use it. We have 53 euros. So that's why total cost is cost. As you can see here, also we have one week. When we create the VM. So just only how much? It's almost €1 because the VM is stopped shutting down. So for this option, so need someone specific for this one for this job. Yeah. So it is parenthèse حل.
It's because it's expensive, Ayub, to be honest with you. It's like there is like a good amount of money behind that, but I think it makes sense to make someone who control everything, because if you forget something or it costs a lot of money, I think. Because now what we created, there's like a basics machine and basic storage, but imagine for big companies, I think it's big, much more bigger.
Yes, but also the company has gained much money also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember. So remember one company he pay every month about 14,000 40,000 40,000 €40,000 في الشهر. And also it's not big company. It's let's say it's between PMI.
I think it's bed sizing.
Yeah. If you remember the first lesson about capex and opex, if you remember,
Yes.
it's calculated from there. So the company he calculate how much spend in 5 years in advance.
Okay.
Yeah.
To allow the budget.
Yeah, exactly. Low budget. If you compare that with Azure, with the cost management like that, so because here cost analysis, budget, you can see. The architecture when you do the Azure migrate also help you. You can see estimation. Yeah, you give you an estimation how cost for 3 years or 5 years. So the company
Okay.
compare that. So for him, for us, when you can.
Ayub? Oh, we lost you.
Allô?
Allô, salut, Nejah, c'est bon. Apparemment, Ayub ماهوش apparemment
Ayub,
Ayub عنده مشكلة.
can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Hi. Hello.
We lost you, Ayub. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
Sorry. I use 4G and the battery for 4G it's empty. Sorry. Can you hear me well?
Yes, now everything is okay. Thank you.
Okay. When we interrupt is about cost management, right? I talk about cost management. Yeah.
Yes.
And storage account. Okay. Yeah. Especially the example for storage account and all about storage and disks. Yeah, it cost much money for the company, even for the classical infrastructure. I remember the bids to cache in English, bids to cache. Bon, storage. So it's like server for storage contain many disks. One server for disk cost in Tunisian dinar 50 million and 40 million. bids to cache bon اللي قدامي توصل 4 مليون 50 مليون معناها. And for the storage have virtual life or virtual what's that? And عمر virtual كما نقولوا في virtual disk donc for 5 years in advance or 3 years cost much money. So if you compare that with Azure, when I need 100 GB, I buy it or create one. When I know not it, I just simply I delete it. So it's calculated in long term. So that's why the difference between the cloud and on-premises infrastructure. Okay, let's go back. The screen still shared, right? My screen.
Yes.
Because it's okay. Here I go back to the yes. This Azure migrate. Okay. Yes. Imagine we have 80 terabyte of data. So it's enormous amount of data. So Microsoft propose, for example, I think he's not used for Tunisia, of course, because not yet. We don't have company used like that amount. 18 terabyte. Talk about. It's very, very much. It's called Azure Data Box. It's simply physical disks or
I think telecom operator may
Yeah.
use this amount of terabyte
More.
data.
Oh, bon, telecom, yeah. Well, maybe, yeah. I remember, yes, I think they can, yes. So with amount, yeah. So why this solution? Because this number, 80 terabyte, if you want to use Azure Migrate, so you don't forget for the Azure Migrate to use the network. So from your on-premises data center to Azure. So we have some time, many time to migrate all this amount of data to the ground. Maybe I don't know. Maybe still 1 week. Maybe max more than week. Even with fiber or even with good networking. So Microsoft proposed data box. So not no need to migrate via internet or use the internet. So it is like hard disk, external hard disk, but of course it is specific from Azure, and they copy the data for you. What I said ناجح ابار الداتا ما عندناش كده خاطر ما عندناش ازيور في تونس دونك what explain quickly يعني ازيور يجيك واحد من مايكروسوفت هي الانتربريز نتاعك ياخذ لك الكوبي نتاعك في ديسك اكسترن سبيسيال بتاع وفي كهرباء
Okay.
سبيسيال وكاميون سبيسيال ويمشي
Okay.
للداتا سنتر بتاع ازير ويحط لك الدوني بتاعك غاديك معناها يعمل كوبي كولي.
Because I think the cost of network is most important than the cost of storage in
Yes, exactly.
Azure.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. Yes, very important, of course, especially with the amount like that, for example, 80
Okay.
terabytes. But Microsoft has done
I think in Tunisia, Ayub, I
promotion.
think in Tunisia we have Azure Express given by
Root.
RFC.
Yes, yes, we have, but even with the Express route, it's what is Express route yet, it's cost and take time, even with that,
Okay.
with this amount.
Okay.
That's why Microsoft proposed the solution data box. So
Okay.
Express, yeah, I used the Express route before, but yes, in some case, still long شوي يعني مازالت رزينة ترى حتى بالإكسبريس روت. Donc that's why another solution for that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, here we have file management option. So we talk about Azure Storage Explorer. That's what Mukhtar show you. It's about graphical user interface, similar to Windows Explorer. So it's compatible with Windows and Linux and Mac OS. We have also the Azure File Sync. So it's another tool. It's used especially for the server. If you have application use amount of data and the local company, but also you need to use it in the Azure. So it's about synchronize and sync the data between the on-premises and the Azure. So it's used Azure File Sync. And AZ copy, the first one, it's just command line utility. So you use the command line AZ copy from here to there, etc. So as mentioned here, Azure Storage use AZ copy behind this interface, AZ copy. So that's his tools. So okay, for now, for storage account, we finished this module. So I spent before I plan to talk about identity and access. This one I prefer to do with specific session because it's important lesson also about the security and identity, like Active Directory. So it's better to keep it separately session for that. And also maybe some other joiner join us the next time. So that's
Okay.
why I prefer to do that. Yeah. In this time, if you have another question, you can tell me anytime, no problem.
Just
Even everyone.
Ayub, if you can share the recording of those session. I see that. Thank you. I see that you shared one session, the record of one session. If you have some time, would you like to share the others session to can?
Yes,
yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's already done. Yeah, for the 3 it's already done. Yes, I start with first one, but now it's 3 session, and by tomorrow maximum I will upload
Okay.
this
Okay,
this
thank
one
you.
for today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
And if you have any other resources that you can share with us, don't.
Yeah, sure. So,
hesitate.
like I said in WhatsApp group, so why I still now to put the video on YouTube, because before I plan to create a specific folder in OneDrive for the training for all people. Yeah. Contain video, document, even the exam for AZ-900. I have some examen blanc in French. So yeah. Yes, but sorry, my drive is full. It's almost full. So just I clean some other not used, and we create this one. So need to centralize all the content in this the folder, and I will share with you all the document. Yes, before I yeah, about the question. So I see you before all you respond for about SaaS. I know why you use SaaS, because we say we see web application, so automatically we think about SaaS. If I'm not wrong.
Yes, when I see the question and when I have seen like web application, it says it's SaaS because I don't have to manage anything.
Yes, actually, yeah. So just I want to explain more again, no problem. So I think you understand, but it's better to explain again. It's and the question is two-word key. So to understand the question. So the first one, he told you deploy an application. So it's you deploy application. So it's you create the application and you have the code. So here you don't we can't say it's us if I have the code and me deploy the code. The second word is to minimize administrative effort. So I have the code, but I need also at the same time to do minimum effort. That's mean no need to install PHP or .NET or Java. Just I need to deploy my application directly and use it. So the best one it is now it's a platform. It's PaaS. So for example, it's web app. I prepare a good example for that for you the next session. How you create your web app directly to Azure. So in 5 minutes, you can create your website, or 10 minutes maximum. So that's it about SaaS. So and during the week, I try to send to you many other questions. By the way, it's exam question. It's not from the internet, but it's from the exam. So maybe you can train
Good,
and practice the exam, and don't forget. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ayub.
Thank you for you too for attending also. So,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ayub.
Okay, thank you, and see you the next week. Inshallah.
Yes.
Inshallah.
Inch'Allah.
Okay.
Inch'Allah. Allez, bonne
So
soirée,
have
bon
a nice
week-end.
week.
Salut.
Salam.
Have a
Bye.
nice weekend. Bye. Salam.